14th, 2025, 7:30 p.m. Pledge allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Kambakis?
Here.
Councilwoman Hoffman?
Here.
Mayor Martin?
Here.
Councilman Davis?
Here.
Councilwoman Harbert?
Here.
Councilman Russell?
Here.
Councilwoman Sheridan?
Here.
Councilwoman DePaula?
Present.
Need a motion to approve the July 14th, 2025 council workshop meeting and July 21st, 2025 council meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Question on a motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Executive session, Ashley.
Thank you, Mr. President. This evening, council had an executive session to discuss personnel items as well as collective bargaining issues.
Thank you. We're entering the public comment section under Pennsylvania Sunshine Act 65 PACS 710.1. Public participation. The Borough of White Oak will provide an opportunity for residents and taxpayers of the borough to make public comments. Comments are limited to 3 minutes. First is Jim Dodaro.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have 5 other individuals from Victoria Drive. I live at 119. The issue is the home on 116, which has been abandoned now for a number of years. And obviously the amenities have been bad, but that's not the issue. The issue is back in February, the owners did not have the heat on and they didn't turn the water off. And there was no one living there and the place flooded. And had it not been for Mr. Boyle, who saw the water coming through the eaves, the entire place really was destroyed inside. They had to have a restoration company come and essentially clean everything out. And it's just, if you'd see it, it's terrible. I don't know that it can ever be restored, but the concern we have is that it's been abandoned, and we don't know about the mold situation because all summer there's no air conditioning, and you know damn well they weren't able to remove all the moisture because it penetrated the floors, everything. I mean, it just totally destroyed everything. And as I said, we have no idea how long the water was running because no one was living there. And had he not seen it coming through the eaves, it might still be running.
Yeah, it's a 2-story house, I guess.
It's a 2-story house. It's a 5 or 6 bedroom house. It's a nice looking house from the outside. If you look at it from the outside, it looks like a nice house. But it's been abandoned now for a couple of years. And as I said, the water situation is what concerns us because of mold and everything else. And they did have a restoration company come and clean everything out. I mean, it's down to basically the studs. But you know damn well, it went through the floors, it went through everything else. You're never going to dry that place out. I think it has to be torn down.
Well, we could have our code guy look at it.
Yeah, if you could. And as I said, we're very much concerned. Victoria Drive is a very nice street, as you know. It's dead end. It's got good access to Heritage Park and the pool. And everybody who lives there, we're all very close neighbors and very much concerned about what's going on with this particular house.
Okay, thank you. We'll send them up. I have Mike Davis next.
Hi, I'm Mike Davis, no relative, but you know that. I live at 117 Victoria. I'm Jim's neighbor, live directly across the street from his house in question. And when I was a kid growing up in Turtle Creek, we lived on a private road, private lane. My grandfather built the houses, uncle and aunt in one, grandparents in the other. We were in the third one. And we were trained from a young age, you took care of your property, because if you didn't, it reflected on your neighbors. And in that case, it was also my relatives. And we, forced labor, chores, mowing the grass, trimming the bushes, participating in all the maintenance and everything. We had to do all those things, but you learned that it was important to the neighbors, the relations, to be able to look out their door and see a nice place, and you weren't reflecting badly on their property. So I try to do that now. I've lived in this location on Victoria for 39 years, next to Jim, and we try to keep our place nice. But across the street is this abandoned derelict of a house. And worse than that, I put a very expensive lawn in this spring, and I now have to pay a lawn care guy extra money to spray crabgrass killer, because there's nothing but a seed form of crabgrass growing over there, blown across the street into my lawn. And I'll be doing that for years, I guess, just to take care of this problem. So we're looking at something that, I know you guys are trying to keep after the property for maintenance, but they can't, once a month mowing doesn't get rid of all the crabgrass.
Mr. Davis, I know the parents are gone and the children are being raised by the grandmother. However, do you have a number that we can contact?
You want to answer that, Wayne? What that, the phone number, you have a phone number where they can contact the people that own that house? I gave it to them. But they keep changing the phone number. Yeah, I don't have. They're really not accessible. They don't want. But what I thought, I'll take the rest.
I yield.
What I thought was, there is a mortgage. Okay?
Yes.
So you got a bank involved. The bank should be concerned, especially now with the water damage, and who knows what the hell's going to happen. I would work with the bank, and obviously you have your code enforcement people. I would think the bank would be a primary target to help in doing what has to be done. We can't do anything now because of the water damage. You know, we understand the fact that you've got problems with houses throughout White Oak that don't have lawns and that, but that's minor compared to this one.
And you're right, the house is beautiful on the outside.
On the outside, if you look at it, you say, Tom Lawrence put a two-bedroom addition and built the front porch on that house.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, we'll have the code officer go up and see what we can do.
But it's going to take something big, because you're not going to, it's not just cutting the grass, believe me.
Yeah.
And health, we're concerned about health, because with that water, Lord only knows how long that water was running there.
We'll see what we can do.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Aaron
Thanks,
Volpe and Brenda Sorrentina.
Jason.
First and foremost, thank you for letting us speak. This is about the property that is at 543 McCully Street,
Yeah, and I live at 541.
and I'm at 545. It's ongoing. We've dealt with John Snelson. White Oak Police are excellent. And I don't know, Mayor, if you're aware of the whole process that we've been going through since April. I have contacted and still in contact with the health department. They did come out. There is 1 to 18 people living in this home. Do we know, like in a single dwelling home, a 3-bedroom, how many people are allowed to live here?
I don't know, for to tell you the truth. If that's family or not, I don't know.
Yeah,
And we were informed that it's happening all over the community like this. With it, they're
We'll have to
buying
look
up
into
these
it.
homes.
Like I
And
said, we'll look into it, see what that
yeah,
yeah.
officer has to say about it.
it's been a nightmare.
it has. And the Allegheny Health Department keeps in contact with me, and the owner of the property, who has never been there, said he's cleaned it up. There's garbage all in the front yard.
And the
There-
alley, yeah.
The alley is blocked.
Yeah, they park their vans back there. We have New York, Massachusetts, Ohio, all over the place coming in parking vehicles, not on the side, but right in the middle of the
Well, they're
alley.
not allowed to do that. You need to call the police and they'll look and have them towed if they have to. But that's a public road.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
And they race up and down the alley.
And-
It's, yeah.
It's scary. because they didn't take down properly what they were supposed to as an asbestos concern.
Okay, we'll look into it further.
What is your address?
541.
41.
Did you say that address is 543, correct?
Yes.
The address is 541.
Yes. So there's food on the porch now, garbage in the yard,
Yeah.
vans are
Are they
blocking.
contractors?
You said 543 Macaulay is the
That's-
property in
yes,
question.
right.
Okay.
Are they contractors? Do they have like ladders
just
on their
gonna
van
ask.
roofs or anything?
They have
Yeah.
They have ladders.
Yeah.
from down at the bottom of Macaulay Street. They switch vans back and forth. Like 15 people get out in the morning, 13 will leave at night. So there's several vans included. It's a problem, and in talking to the officers and sergeants, that, you know, it's a big concern. Safety concern, because I had showed them a video of a baby that was crawling in my yard, and there was no one there. So any help that you can please help us with and advise us, we would greatly appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. We will-
Is there a lot of traffic that goes in and out of the house?
Yes,
At all hours or just?
yes.
Yeah, they'll leave
Okay.
at 6 in the morning, come home about 8 or 9.
And these are the vans and the utility trucks? There's a similar house on Kansas, John,
There's one in Ohio, too.
that John Smelson has been working on. I don't know if there is a connection, but it's something to look into.
And up at the end of Macaulay, the turnaround. But yeah, I don't know what, you know, in a single dwelling, how many people you're allowed to live in a home.
Do we have living there? We don't know.
We don't know if it's an occupancy. When we talked to John, John said that he gave them a temporary word by mouth that they could stay there as an occupancy permit. I don't know, you know, but has it been surveyed? Our properties are surveyed. They're over on the properties, you know, and we don't even know who's living there. We know who owns it. It's a concern with the children. The baby could have crawled out into the street. And the police were that day within minutes.
That's great.
They were excellent. They were excellent. But it's a big thing. It's a rodent problem. So, and 537 is now up for sale, and the son said that he was going to sell it to the same owner.
Okay, thank you. We will look into it.
All right, thank you.
Ma'am, can I have your, can I have your phone number? Can I have your phone number, please?
Okay, Ryan Foster. Oh, okay. Jan Quartz.
Hi, I'm Jan Quartz. I live at 1800 Educational Drive, and I'm actually speaking representing Educational Drive, Longview, and Carmella neighbors. I have some of them in the audience with me. We want to address the growing safety concern in the area surrounding McClure due to the excessive speeding, as well as the removal of the educational McClure stop sign. Residents in our area have noticed a significant increase in vehicles traveling well above the posted speed limits along those roads. And those areas are heavily used by school kids, walkers, dog walkers, soccer teams from grade school through high school, park users, many others, wildlife. So it's a very active area. It's a wonderful family area. We love the neighborhood. It's a wonderful neighborhood, but it's only a matter of time before someone is going to be seriously hurt up there because of the traffic situation. Excuse me, I don't public speak well. We were very dismayed when the stop sign was removed. And the explanation I received so far was that it was removed because by state code it's not necessary to have one there. But not necessary doesn't always equal not needed. And we feel strongly that it is needed up there. Many, if not all, of the neighbors share these concerns. I did take a petition around that I'd like to submit for the record. It's a sampling of neighbors from all 3 streets because I wasn't able to catch a lot of them at home. I know we all want the streets to be safe, so we respectfully ask that you reinstall the stop sign on Educational in McClure and try to come up with some other solutions for the speeding up there. One of the suggestions that a number of neighbors had was maybe to put in some speed bumps or something. You need only sit up there and observe for a while any time of the day, and you'll see, I guess people are using it to get to 30 now, I'm not sure, but it is a problem, and if some attention could be paid to it, we would appreciate it. So, thank you for your time.
Actually, you want to speak on?
Yeah, sure. So, Councilman Pam Backus brought this to our attention. We were doing an ordinance amendment that basically went through and designated where stop signs were to be or were to be removed. Just so that you know, this wasn't something that the borough did. The borough did not remove it. There is a school signal project that was being sort of spearheaded by the school district, and they installed different signals up by the elementary school, and it's our understanding that there was some feedback requested from PennDOT when they did that for safety concerns, because when you add different traffic safety controls, that changes the need for, you know, whether or not there would need to be stop signs in those areas. What I will say is that Councilman Pam Backus is aware, obviously from living up in that area, that this is a major concern for many residents. We have contacted PennDOT already just to sort of investigate this issue to see like if there is a copy of like a traffic study that was done. We want to review that and make sure that it is warranted to remove that stop sign. And admittedly, if that is sort of what ends up coming back, that the stop sign they've had, or if they hired a traffic engineering company and for safety reasons that was removed, we will definitely like communicate that back to you and let you know that that was sort of what we found. But I think that the ultimate goal is to figure out a way to sort of mitigate some of this concern from the residents. It's my understanding that that was up there for decades, that stop sign, and that area is frequently, you know, an area there's high traffic, there's children up there. So it is on council's radar. We are investigating. I've been in contact with PennDOT, and then I'm sure that we'll get the school involved after we get the information that we need on our end. But we're already working on it.
I appreciate that. And I'd ask that you just keep in mind, if they do come back and say it's not necessary, might still be needed just because of the amount of kids we have up there and just families walking. It's a wonderful neighborhood.
Yes.
I'm sure you guys are aware.
Yes.
Can I submit this petition?
Sure.
Yes, and we'll be in contact with you guys, ma'am. We'll make sure that you're in the loop.
Thank you.
Alrighty, Barb Harvey?
Good evening. Yeah, I live at 1114 Monongahela Boulevard. This is my 3rd time at the council meeting requesting that they pave right in front of one. I have a detached garage in the back off the alleyway between Monongahela and Prescott Street. Not sure the name of the alley, but at any rate, it's, you know, like pictures here that you can have and observe. And I'm afraid in the winter time when they start salting and stuff that I'm not going to be able to get out of my garage.
Did you have Tim look at that? Oh, yeah.
Have we paved that before?
They did patching,
Patching, okay.
but also when you turn into the alleyway, it's getting tore up down there too, so.
It's on the list. We'll take a look at it. The street
Do you
department.
think
they got
there's
some- they
any
got some other-
chance that it'll
they
be redone this season?
I don't know. We'd have to talk to the street department. But they have some other bigger projects going on right now, so it will be a little while.
Okay, well, I would appreciate it if you could have these photos of my
Alrighty, thank you.
Well, thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Dean Ditmar.
Thank you. I wanted to voice a concern for the amount of, the increase of motorized bicycles that I've seen in the area. I think the problem is twofold. One, there's so many of the kids that are riding these things don't seem to be wearing helmets. And two, the speed of them. If they're going to be going that fast, don't they need to have like a plate so, so that they would be registered? For the ones that I see, a lot of them that are out there don't seem to have any type of plate on them at all. They also don't seem to be following the rules that the rest of us have to abide by as we're driving the streets. They go through stop signs without even looking. I think it's just a matter of time before something potentially tragic could happen. And I just wanted to go on record with that. Thank you.
Thanks, Dean.
Thanks, Dean. Denise Strong.
I'm a resident of Educational Drive also, and you already addressed all the things that I was going to bring up.
Already.
Jan, so thank you so much. And yes, we would really appreciate if you find out whatever conclusion that comes to, just being informed of it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. This Jimmy Klingfeller? Jenny? Jenny, I'm sorry.
I signed up just in case I had comments.
Oh, okay.
But so far, I do not accept. I can verify as a person who uses educational drive law that there is a lot of speeding that goes through there.
Okay, thank you. Is there any other public comments? Mayor's report. Ina Martin.
Thank you, Mr. President. Police activity, July 2025. 32 alarm calls, both business and residents, 2 warrant arrests, 37 total traffic stops, 20 traffic citations issued, 15 vehicle accidents, 21 domestic-related incidents, 5 PFA served, 16 welfare checks, 10 total criminal arrests, including warrants, 2 simple assault arrests, 2 harassments, 1 narcotic-related, 1 public intox, 1 retail theft, 1 criminal mischief. Total reportable incidents, 354. That concludes my report, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mayor. Standing committee reports. Finance, Jason Russell.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. The treasurer's report for July 2025. Beginning balance, unrestricted account, $2,891,058.03. Total restricted account, $3,786,519.26 for a total of $6,677,577.29. Actual revenues, unrestricted account, $449,763.21. Restricted account, $49,750.77 for a total $43,750.77, right?
Yeah.
For a total of $493,513.98. Actual expenditures, unrestricted account, $562,205.84. Restricted account, $108,460.88. For a total balance of $670,666.72. Fund balance, unrestricted account, $2,973,620.44. Restricted account, $4,086,916.34 for a total account balance of $7,060,536.78. That's in the form of a motion.
Got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Motion approving the check register for the month of July, which includes electronic fund transfers and general fund checks in the following ranges: 51733 to 51882 and 100015, totaling $525,391.36.
A motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Motion authorizing the following interfund transfers for the month of July. Liquid fuels to the general fund, $31,522.73. Solid waste to the general fund, $72,095.60. Post-retirement to the general fund, $2,948.98. Fire Fund, Rainbow Volunteer Fire Company, to the General Fund, $482.54. Fire Fund, White Oak Number 1, $514.19, for total transfers of $107,564.04.
A motion on the floor, do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
That ends my report, Mr. Davis.
Thank you, Jason. Health Environment Cable, Joelle Hubbard.
Thank you, President Davis. I just have one motion for tonight. I motion to authorize payment to Kevin Kane for wildlife control services in the amount of $850 for the month of July.
I have a motion on the floor, do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Joelle. Parks and Rec, Julie Overman.
Thank you, President Davis. I have a couple announcements. The White Oak Borough 2025 Hero Run Walk 5K will be this Saturday, August 23rd at Heritage Hill Park. You can still register. Packet pickup will begin at 8 a.m. with a run walk beginning at 9 a.m. For registration event information, please go to our website. And the official Borough Facebook page, this year's event will be honoring our firefighters. Come Conquer the Hill. The Veterans Memorial Project Vibrant campaign to support the development of the memorial is still going on. 4x8 red bricks are $100. 8x8 red bricks are $150. You can also purchase a 4x4 replica coaster for $15. And again, details are on our website. We did have a very successful community days. The weather was perfect. We heard comments that it was probably the best community days we've had in a while. The Booze Brothers were amazing. Pretty good event. We had a family swim night last Saturday. Kind of was a last minute thing that we threw together. We had about 140 of our residents showed up, had a lot of positive responses. For next year, our plan is to maybe do one family swim, June, July, and August. Also on community days, we did dedicate the Heritage Hill Playground. We did officially rename the Heritage Hill Playground to the David G. Hoffman Memorial Playground. That was for a volunteer firefighter from White Oak Number 1 who had fallen in the line of duty March 22nd, 1957. There is a sign up there currently, but we are working on a more permanent sign. That's all I have. George?
Okay, thank you, Julie. Our seniors, our chair yoga, it goes on Mondays and Wednesdays at 11 a.m. That's a free class. Our next coffee hour is Thursday, August 28th at 9:30. We have a trip planned on Tuesday, August 26th at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. In September, our yoga continues on Mondays and Wednesdays. Our monthly meeting on Wednesday, September 10th at 1 o'clock. We have a performance by the Pittsburgh Bel Airs, and that is sold out, and there will not be any walk-ins. Our coffee hours on Thursdays at 9:30, September 11th and the 25th. On Wednesday, September 17th at 1 o'clock, there will be a women's self-defense class. That's a free class. It's held by former Chief Joe Hoffman. Our gentle exercise classes start, and those are free. It starts on Tuesday, September 2nd at 2:30, and it runs for 8 classes with the exception of September 16th. Also, our cardio drumming classes start up again, and we are currently accepting registrations. There will not be any walk-ins at the door, and that will be for 10 Tuesdays at 1 o'clock starting on September 23rd. And that concludes my senior report.
Sounds good. Lori, anything?
Yep.
White Oak Athletic Association?
White Oak Athletic Association will be holding its first basketball skills clinic in the next coming weeks. They'll be taking registrations in the next couple of weeks. Also, fall ball registration is open for baseball and softball as well. And they will also be holding another basketball tournament in September. So if you want to check out their website, it'll all be on there. And that's all, Julie.
Thank you, Julie, George, and Lori. Planning and Zoning, Amanda DePaulis.
Thank you, President Davis. I just have some highlights from the department report for July 2025. The following inspections were conducted: 21 occupancy inspections, 12 occupancy re-inspections, 3 rental inspections, 5 complaint inspections, 17 violation inspections, these were for new violations, and 26 follow-up inspections for old violations. Additionally, the following permits, certificates, or notices were issued: 26 certificates of occupancy, 2 temporary certificates of occupancy, 1 temporary access certificate, 6 zoning permits, 4 permit applications were sent to CEA for review, 3 residential building permits were received back from CEA and processed, 1 commercial building permit was received back from CEA and processed, and 17 violations were issued. Of those 17 violations, there were 4 violation tickets and 13 violation notices. And at this point, 10 of the 17 violations have been abated. The report is on file at the Borough Building during normal business hours for public inspection. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Amanda. Public Safety, Lori Schroeder.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just wanted to clarify a couple of things. At our last meeting, as you know, we gave a conditional offer of hire to Lieutenant Jason Binder for the chief's position. The majority of council thought he would be the best candidate. Let me reassure you that our new chief is highly qualified. I know there's been a lot of speculation about everything, but I just wanted to let you guys know that he is highly qualified. With that being said, I do have some motions to make. Regretfully make the motion to accept the resignation of Matthew Sarasola, patrol officer, effective August 10th, 2025.
The motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
I'd like to make another motion to accept the retirement of Sergeant Stephen Bell, effective of August 14th, 2025, and approve the payment of his accrued time benefits as per his employment contract.
A motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Also have another motion to accept the retirement of Officer Timothy Estep, effective August 31st, 2025, and approve the payment of his accrued time benefits as per his employment contract.
A motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
One more motion. Motion to enter into a memorandum of understanding for a sheltering and reunification facility located at Heritage Hill Park with the McKeesport Area School District, pending the solicitor's final approval and authorizing the borough manager and council president to execute the MOU on behalf of the borough.
A motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
And that's the end of my report.
Thank you, Lori. Public Works, George Kambakis.
Okay, thank you, Chuck. For the month of July, there were roughly 700 odd hours, man hours used in the month. The majority of the hours, approximately 300 hours, were mowing grass at the various parks in various areas throughout the borough. 44 hours were working on the walking trail. 46 hours were working with the brush hog. 32 hours working with chipping, and 65 hours at our community day. And that full report is available for inspection Monday through Friday between the hours of 9 and 4. And I have a motion to make. I motion to accept the 2025 bid for rock salt through the South Hills Area Cog Purchasing Alliance in the base amount of $88.32 as provided by Compass Minerals America, Inc., and authorize the president and borough manager to execute all contracts for the 2025-26 winter season.
A motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
And it pains me to talk about rock salt in August, but that had to be done. Okay, that concludes my report.
Need a motion to accept the tax collector's reports and pay the commissions and fees due for July 2025.
So moved. Second.
And a motion, the second question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Engineers report.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Borough Public Works completed paving the first half of the Heritage Hill Walking Trail. That was funded with county grant funds, and the borough has received the second grant to pave the second half of the walking trail and plans to do that in 2026. The borough applied for an LSA grant through the state for cleaning and televising its storm sewer system, and anticipates hearing if that grant will be awarded or not in September. And the borough plans to apply for a GEDTF grant through the county. That application is due Friday, and I will submit that. And there's a resolution for the borough to pass tonight, formally requesting $150,000 to fund the Veterans Memorial Project that Julie talked about earlier. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Rob. Need a motion to accept the engineer's report and pay the fees due to Penn ENR Inc. for invoice 27251 dated August 1st, 2025, totaling $2,012.50.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Solicitor's report.
Thank you, President Davis. I just wanted to provide a brief update of our delinquent rubbish collection. We initiated and sent letters back at the end of May, and in the last few months, we've been able to collect $74,000 in delinquent rubbish fees. If you do have a delinquent rubbish account and you're interested in setting up payment, please call my office. We'd be happy to go through your options with you. And that is the end of my report, but I do have a resolution for council's approval.
Thank you, Ashley. I need a motion to accept the solicitor's report and pay the fees due to Tucker Aaronsburg Attorneys for invoice 697883 dated August 15th, 2025, totaling $7,551.50.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion to second. Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Resolutions and ordinances, Ashley.
We have one resolution for approval tonight. It's Resolution 2025-13. It's a resolution of the Borough of White Oak, County of Allegheny, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, authorizing the filing of a $150,000 grant request under the GEDTF program through the Redevelopment Authority of Allegheny County and approving the borough manager as the appropriate signatory for all grant documents for the Veterans Memorial Development Project.
Need a motion to approve resolution 2025-13.
So moved.
Got a motion
Second.
and a second. Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Do we have any new business? Do we have any old business? I'd like to announce September 8th, 2025, 6:45 council workshop meeting. September 15th, 2025, 6:45 council workshop meeting. 7:30 the same night as the regular meeting. A motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
So when we get the plan, so we're going to.
Thank you all for coming.
Say we get like.
Yes, ma'am.
And we have the plans and we can just.
I'm sorry?
Yeah. So we'll have to bid it out to like whoever, like just like open it up and just bid it out, and then whoever applies, we have to take the lowest bidder. Yeah.